obsessed with TLC and all the trashy reality TV. It's a recap. It's a recap. It's a recap.
Everything I discuss here is based on the edited and produced version of the reality TV show that we're watching. The commentary can be at times hyperbolic, and it's all in good fun and is only about what we see on screen, not about the cast members as real people in real life. So for example, if I say something like Jane is dumb or John is a bad person, it's just within the context of the show. Please do not take it seriously or extend it beyond this video. While we can definitely snark and have fun discussions in the comment section, please do not send any hate to any of the cast members directly.
Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé recap. Let's talk before the 90 Days Season 7, Episode 3. It was another great episode. I would give it like a 9 out of 10. I'm very entertained so far. Who should we start with? Let's start with Cook-a-doodle-doo.
My favorite food is a hamburger, just meat, no ketchup, no mustard, no mayo, no tomatoes, no pickles, no onions, just the meat and the bun, and the drier the meat, the better.
So apparently Rayne couldn't sleep well because it was so humid, which, again, I feel her pain because I do not do well in humidity and the heat. And if you put those together, I am a horrible cranky beast. Do not catch me on that side. But anyway, she seems pleasant. And she's also relieved that there were no Nigerian worms that crawled up her booty. Chitty wants to cook her breakfast, so he goes into the kitchen, he grabs a knife and a spatula, the frying pan, he lights a fire on the stove, and TLC does this POV thing again where they completely blur the screen. And I gotta say, it was pretty effective, at least for me, because I was truly able to get an idea of what it might be like to not be able to rely on my vision and just my hearing. So when the screen was all white and blurry and all we could hear were the cooking noises, it kind of made me nervous. It actually made me very anxious because I knew that there was fire in front of him and there's so many tools, and he seemed to do okay.
Even without sight, I can still remember those things vividly, the timing and the measurement and all of that.
While he's cooking, she tells him how much she loves touching all over him. She just cannot keep her hands off of him. In my real life, I don't really even like to touch anybody. I only like to touch Chitty. I don't know what kind of accent that was, but she does have like some kind of an accent. I just don't know what it is or how to do it. He's like, how's the breakfast? And she's like, oh, very delicious. Yeah, very good. After breakfast, Chitty, his sister Victoria, and Cook-a-doodle-doo go out to the market. There are chickens everywhere on the streets, just kind of hanging out. It's kind of like how over here we see squirrels everywhere, or at least in New England we do. And I know when I went to Mexico, you see just like little lizards everywhere hanging out. So I guess over there they have chickens. And she's just like, oh, look at the little chickens. Oh, little chickens. Oh, little chickens. I love my little chickens. Cookie is not too happy about his sister joining in on their little field trip to the market. She wanted to spend some quality time with Chitty, but Victoria has to squeeze herself in. And if you watch the scene, Cook-a-doodle-doo is totally hogging Chitty. Sister steps in and says, here, let me teach you how to guide him because you don't know what you're doing, okay? It's very chaotic and very crowded, and you're just gonna like get lost in the crowd if you don't learn how to do this from me. And Cook-a-doodle-doo is not in a good mood. She's like, hey, I just want to be alone with Chitty. Like, I just want to spend some quality time with Chitty. And she's pissy about it at first, but she realizes very soon that she's so glad Victoria came in because she was right. It is so chaotic and crowded, and she kept almost getting run over by cars. Chitty explains that he relies on his hearing a lot, and he's very overstimulated during this trip because he hears his sister constantly saying, no, Rayne, you gotta do this. No, Rayne, you gotta do that. No, Rayne, you gotta go first because you're the one who can see, okay? And it's just a lot of talking, a lot of blah, 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 blah. So he's like, oh my God, I'm so overstimulated. All right, now it's the long-awaited chicken scene. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So sister sees a chicken that she needs to cook dinner with, and she tells the lady at the market, I'm gonna get this one. And Cookie goes, no, you better not eat those chickens. You better not kill those chickens in front of me. I'd rather starve, okay? You better kill me first.
5,000. What are you trying to buy for? Hey, what you trying to get for? If you're gonna off it, just leave it. I'd rather starve. I don't want no part of it. If you kill that, I'm gonna become pretty freaking violent, so.
She gets so angry. It's like 0 from 100, and she's so aggressive. And she's like, if you touch those chicken, I'm gonna get real violent. I'm gonna put Chitty on the grill before you put that chicken on the grill. Okay, who kills her family members in front of them. I was like, what the fuck? This bitch is crazy. This bitch is certified batshit. And you guys, you want to know what the best freaking part of this entire episode was? When we find out that she eats chickens. She's a chicken eater.
I eat chicken, but I didn't want to eat that chicken because I felt so bad for the situation.
I totally thought she was going to be a vegetarian or a vegan, considering how passionately angry she was about protecting the lives of those chickens. But no, she's a chicken eater. She just didn't like the fact that the chicken was right there in front of her.
I care about animals the way you care about people. You understand? I see them like an equal. Like, that's messed up. You know what I mean?
And I get that. I don't want to see a chicken's head cut off right in front of me. I get it. But she didn't understand the concept that chickens, that the chickens she eats are most likely way worse off than the chickens that were right in front of her. Now, I learned in a Christian boot camp when I think I was in 7th grade when I went, and we had to go out in the wilderness. And one night we had to go to a kitchen coop, catch our chicken and kill it and eat it. And I learned then that you have to chop off the neck or the throat of the chicken for it to die instantly without any like pain. And the chicken she gets in the styrofoam at the grocery store, they're in way worse conditions. And she just didn't get that. But am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised at all. I don't think she gets a lot of concepts in her head. Chitty and his sister are so confused. They're like, oh, so you eat chicken, but you don't want this chicken.
So how do you eat chicken without killing it?
And she's like, no, let the chicken live.
Let that chicken live.
Victoria is assessing the situation right now, and she is understanding that, what's her name? Kooky is a different type of crazy. So she's like, all right, we'll just go home, okay? We just won't get a chicken. Chitty's like, is there a chicken that's already dead that we can get? No, they don't. They have to kill a chicken there. And honestly, I think they handled the situation so well considering her kookiness. And honestly, they probably didn't want to get murdered in the middle of the night by the chicken warrior. Finally, at some point, he's able to sit down with her and he tells her he wants to take things very slow. Like, it's not just about not having schmecks during this trip. It's about not having schmecks until they're married. Not even kissing, not even like making out, not even a little touchy here or a touchy there, and definitely not sleeping in the same bed.
I will not be having sex with you until we get married. This is the vow I made to God.
And she's like, wait, so you've been texting me about schmecks for 5 years now, and you're telling me now about your celibacy story?
And since the beginning of our relationship, Chitty and I used to talk about everything regarding sex. Now all of a sudden you're telling me your little celibacy story? Are you kidding me?
Ooh, she's mad. She's mad. She's going on and on and on about how he's switching up after 5 years. And what, did he switch gods all of a sudden? Who says, no, you can't have schmecks? And how can he let religion get in the way of his ding-dong and their passionate lovemaking? And had she known all along, she would have never came to Jordan. So that's where we leave off with Cook-a-doodle-doo and Chitty. Yeah, I prayers for Chitty. I'm so glad he made it out alive. I know she is going crazy on Instagram. So crazy. She is just spilling the beans. Now let's move on to Tiger Lily and Adnan.
I don't know much about Muslim marriages. I'm in a foreign country with a lot of foreign people and foreign languages that I don't understand.
Tiger Lily and Adnan walk into their wedding venue or wherever they go to sign their marriage license and do the ceremony or whatever. And she meets his 52 brothers, plus his mom. By the way, some of his brothers are fine. And then they recite this thing that they have to recite. And Tiger Lily is so lost. She's trying to repeat everything because she needs to. They're like, repeat after me. And she's like,
okay, yeah. Haram, habibi, bibi, habibi. Totally, yeah.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
I'm definitely not following all that's going on. I don't know anything about the Muslim marriage contract.
And they each sign the papers and they're married, apparently, officially. It's legal? Questionable. I'll get back to that. Shout out Zane Daly. He let me in on some info that I will talk about later. So we don't really know if this quote, legal marriage will automatically carry over to the States and become valid in America. I don't know how that works, but they sign the papers and he can now lose his virginity. Ooh, he's so excited. They get inside the car. They drive super fast, the fastest they've ever driven to get to the hotel. He slams the brakes.
I am a virgin, 22 years. And I'm so excited to this moment all my life. For a private part.
No, I can't see it.
They run to their room and Adnan kicks the cameraman out. He's like, okay, it's my time now. It's my time to get freaky deaky. Y'all need to leave. And yeah, now it's time to see if they match each other's freaks. The morning after, Adnan looked like he had the greatest night of his entire life. He literally says that. He says, I had the greatest night of my entire life. There are crushed rose petals still on the bed, still on the duvet covers, and a lot of them stained the duvet covers. They both had a fabulous time, and I was kind of shocked that Tiger Lily said that he was great. He was so good, and she's surprised that she's walking normally.
There is nothing we need to work on. It was sweet, romantic. Right now, I don't even know how I'm standing.
I couldn't tell if she was just saying that to hype him up or if she really did have a good time. And if she really did have a good time and he was that good in bed, then I'm gonna be more likely on the side of not believing that he was a virgin. I think he was probably saying it because he needs to say that he's a virgin, and he's not. He's really, really not. He's very experienced. That would be my guess. All right, so they have today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is a ginormous wedding celebration, which I am so excited to watch. And today is the day that she wants to meet his family again and to get to know them and to just like spend some time with them before their big day. She gave her besties, Shay and Cruz, the day off to just relax and do whatever they want. And so she asked the hotel to send down a hairstylist, and it's a man. And Adnan is not okay with this. He's like, why is this a man? I don't want a man touching you. This is making me very uncomfortable. Why not a woman? And she goes,
That's just who they sent, babe.
and he goes, okay, well, if it's just for today, then fine, I guess. I mean, I just don't want any other man touching you.
But he's not even touching me, babe. He's touching my hair, and my hair isn't even mine.
Adnan looks so uncomfortable. He's actually very intimidating. He's just hovering, and his eyes are glued onto the stylist. The stylist is scared. He wants to go home. He does not want to be there. He's trying to do her hair, but he's dropping everything because he's so nervous.
I think you're making him nervous. Why do you keep giving him death glares?
And Adnan tells Tiger Lily, pull down your shorts. They're a little too short. And so she pulls them down like a centimeter because that's all it goes down. And he's just staring. And then he goes, oh, well, I'm going to put a timer on my phone. You have this many minutes. My God, what a dick. I felt so bad for the hairdresser. And listen, I am not okay with this. I'm not into, like, I don't agree with this, but I do understand why he's so uncomfortable. It is ingrained in his culture and his religion. And in him, he's never seen this before. This is completely foreign. And to him, this is wrong. And so I get why he's uncomfortable. But at the same time, I am worried for Tiger Lily. I am very worried, and this is going to be her new future.
Oh my God, babe, you're making him so nervous and uncomfortable. If you keep staring at him like that, he's not going to be able to do my hair, and then I'm going to have to go meet your mom and your brothers and sisters with bad hair, babe.
The timer's still going. Tick tock, and look at the stylist. Look at that poor stylist. He wants to get the hell out of there as soon as possible. This is not worth the money. Ding, time's up. Her hair's done, and all he did was straighten it and curl it. I mean, it looks great, but could she not do this herself? Damn, I guess rich people really don't have to lift a finger, do they? On their drive to meet his family, she notices the difference in what the women are wearing out, like in the streets. Some women show their faces while others only show their eyes.
Why do some people, like the women that just walked by, they only had their eyes showing? Why do some people, they're okay to show their face, but some people only their eyes?
But Adnan basically says,
In Islam, baby, like this wearing. Somebody done showing hair. If they don't show anything, this is more respect in religion Islam.
Now, this part was very interesting to me. From the very beginning of their relationship, he has told her that she does not have to convert to Islam. And he does not expect her to. He's going to have no expectations. So if she's not converting, then is she expected to go by those rules? Like, how would that work? Because he's definitely telling her, don't hang out with guys, don't be friends with guys, you can't have a male stylist, you have to cover up more. But if she isn't expected to convert to Islam, then why are you telling her what to wear? They finally arrive at this place and his entire family is there. Now remember, he has 57 siblings and they have cousins and those cousins have kids. And so it's a very big crowd and everyone is super friendly. They're all very welcoming and they have this huge feast. Everyone is trying to feed Tiger Lily and she's just not used to eating that much food, but she understands the assignment. The assignment is that is their culture and they love to feed people. That is how they show their love. And I can totally relate to this. When you go to a family function, like the adults will feed you so much food and you're expected to finish it. And so that's what she does. She takes in everybody's food. She smiles. So delicious. And she does, she plays her part and I have to respect her for it. I was so happy that she didn't complain. She didn't spit it out. She didn't make a fuss and she understood the assignment. He and his family are obviously very close with each other and they're sad that he's moving out of Jordan. They want him to live there. One of his brothers asks them if Tiger Lily can move here and stay and live close by. And she says no because she's got 2 kids and she needs to take care of them. So that's understandable. But you know who is available to move? Me. Are some of his hot brothers single? Because this potato is ready to potato. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to match their freaks. Can somebody match their nasty? I can. By the way, I happened to see one of Tiger Lily's Instagram posts and someone was accusing Adnan of using her for money, but I don't know, to me, his family seems very well off too. And she also said that she didn't have to do or pay for anything. His side of the family took care of everything in terms of the wedding. Oh, and I mentioned Zane Daly before, shout out. He let me in on some info that got me thinking. I'm gonna put in screenshots in this video of what he said, and I did get permission for me to post these. So shout out and thank you. But basically, he said that the marriage that was shown on last night's episode didn't seem real. According to Islam's marriage requirements, they missed some steps. So I was wondering if maybe they got really married off camera and this was just like an on camera thing. I think some people are skeptical as to whether or not they're an actual couple or if this is all a fake storyline for them to gain clout. But I think they are a real couple, but the timelines are off and they're using the show as an opportunity for clout and they're just reenacting the whole story. That's why his family didn't seem shocked or nervous or they didn't question her or anything at all. Everything went so smoothly. Like, he's a model and apparently she was a content creator before being on the show. That's how she allegedly got 700,000 followers. Now, I'm not sure if all 700,000 are organic followers or if she bought some. I'm leaning towards the latter. But either way, a lot of people think she's dumb for marrying Adnan because that means she'll lose all her alimony. But no, sweetie, I still think she's smart. Okay, she is a working girly. She is a business girly. She already has established businesses, which she'll get more eyes on by being on the show. So I'm pretty sure she has her own money by now. So I actually think she's very smart. She is doing all of this in a very smart way. I think this is planned very, very carefully by her and she's doing a great job. How many times did I say very? I need some synonyms. Oh God, I can't speak. Okay, I need some synonyms for very, very, very. I say very, very, so, super, 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 so, very, very, X. Okay, you guys get the point. Now, I don't know if she's purposely acting dumb, like, for example, about not knowing anything about Islam and Muslim marriages. That part, I don't know. That might be true. She might be playing a part. She might be acting it up. But either way, I'm pretty curious to know how this relationship plays out. New couple alert. We have Sunny, 25, from South Africa. He's originally from Bangladesh, but he moved to Durban, South Africa. I think he said it was with his dad a while ago to open up a store. He is dating 27-year-old Floridian, Vea. Oh, so she's the one who brings her ex-boyfriend with her. Ooh, this is about to be juicy. Oh my God, I can't wait. Sunny and his best friend Ali go to the spice store to get some stuff, and he's really excited for Vea to come. He loves her so much, and she loves him so much, and they're so bonded. Everything's great. But Ali brings him back to reality, and he's like, yeah, but do you remember that fight you guys had last week? And you totally said that you didn't want to be with her anymore, and you didn't need her anymore. Sunny's probably like, okay, why are you exposing me, bruh? But he's gonna stay optimistic. He's like, oh no, everything's gonna work out. Everything's gonna be fine. She's my one true love, and I think I'm her one true love. And we really relate on family trauma. So yeah.
She loves me. She cares about.
How do you know she loves me?
She showed me that she loves me.
How then?
The only thing I don't like is that she hangs out with her ex-boyfriend all the time.
She told me they just have friendship, but I think it's not a good idea to talk to exes. And I'm jealous about that.
Uh-oh. By the way, what are your thoughts on exes? Like, are you okay with your current partner being friends with their ex and texting all the time, talking all the time, hanging out all the time? Duh, it's a no. No. Now, I do believe that it is situational. There are different circumstances where I would understand that happening. But if your current partner is expressing that they are not okay with it, then you kind of have to make a decision. I also think it depends on how often you talk to your ex and how frequently you're seeing each other. Yeah, it's all very situational, but as a general rule of thumb, I think, like, don't hang out with your ex all the time.
Hey, what's up?
Now it's time to meet Vea. She had a very rough childhood. Her parents were addicts. She was basically thrown around all over different foster homes her whole entire life. And that's why she doesn't trust people, and she has a lot of anxiety from it, which is totally understandable. And maybe that's why she hangs out with her ex-boyfriend. I don't know. In this scene, she's hanging out with all her friends, and they're playing some sort of ball game. I've never seen this ball game where they just kind of bounce it in a thing, and it bounces up, and they bounce it to each other. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Okay, whatever. So she talks about how she's so nervous about this trip, and she's never been out of the country, and she's only been out of the state twice.
After a year of dating Sunny, I'm going to his country to meet him. I'm really excited, but I'm kind of freaking out a little bit about this trip.
She doesn't know much about the place she's going to, but she did hear that there are many blackouts and power outages. And her friends are like, oh, just make sure you bring an extra charger and get one of those universal plugins, you know, like the ones that you can plug in anywhere and it'll convert. And she's like, huh? What do you mean different plugs? They have different plugs? Whew. Okay, so that's definitely a sign that she's never been out of the country. Yes, different countries have different plugs. But her friends are so nice about it. So wonderful. She tells her friends apparently Sunny tracks her phone a lot, and when she's not at a place that she said she was going to be at, then he gets upset. And I don't know, the typical toxic stuff. But also at the same time, well, I don't know. I guess we need to see their relationship play out to really have an idea of who's in the wrong. We find out that she's bringing her ex-boyfriend Rory to meet the new boyfriend because she's anxious about everything. And Sunny has no idea that he's coming. She did not tell him. Now, I'm going to assume this is not going to go very well because Sunny doesn't even like that she's hanging out with her ex. And now she's bringing him to his home country. What? Oh my God. So the friends are like, when are you going to tell him? I feel like that's going to really throw him off. And she's like, oh, I'm going to tell him in person when I get there. So yeah, she's totally going to be like, oh, hey, new boyfriend. Oh, this guy next to me, he's my ex-boyfriend. So yeah, ex-boyfriend, new boyfriend, say hi. There's something unsettling about the ex, in my opinion. He looks a little bit aggressive, or maybe he's just super overprotective. I don't know, something's off. And also, how are you able to take an extended time off from work to go on a trip to meet your ex's new boyfriend? Do you not have a job? Do you not clock in? Don't you have somewhere to clock in, clock out? Like, what is the deal? Let's move on to Brian and Ingrid. Now, Brian shows Ingrid how to install his hand control-y thingy-majiggy to the car. And when she's able to do that, he drives them to the hotel, I think. A lot of people are like, oh my God, how can you miss so many details? Well, I miss them when I'm looking in my laptop and typing the notes out, okay? And I don't always rewind to rewatch, okay? Okay? Do you understand? Also, did anyone else find it really hot when he was speaking so fluently in Portuguese?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's fluent because he seems to speak it really well and she seems to understand it really well. And I just found it really hot because it's rare that we find someone on this cast, the American, who learns the other person's language. Anyway, he drives them to the hotel and they're ready to make some love. We learned a lot. He has a lot of stuff to do in preparation to make love. He prepares his blue pills just in case he needs them.
I took the blue only because you never know.
And he reveals that he doesn't feel much of anything down there.
Sex is very important for me in a relationship, even though I don't feel too much down here.
So I guess the act of lovemaking is more to feel desired and also for the woman. She washes up, he washes up. Thank God they both shower. Oh my God, we finally have a couple that showers. stars. Now it's Brian's turn to wash up and get ready, and he just wants her to be real familiar with all the steps that he has to do. He doesn't want to kind of dance around it. He just wants to reveal everything, and she did seem a little bit uncomfortable, but I feel like it's only natural, it's only normal to feel uncomfortable, like seeing what someone does when it's so different from what you do and what you know. Okay, so we learned that he uses a catheter, and there's a catheter bag, and he needs to fill it up a certain way, and then he needs to put on a rubber a certain way with a cath. I don't know. There was a bunch of things, and I'll put a video clip in for you guys to see it.
For me to urinate, I use a urinary bag collector connected to a condom with glue on it. For those to work properly, you have to sometimes get a mini erection.
There's basically a lot of steps that he needs to do in order for him to do it. Moving on to Lauren and Faith. They get to Bay Area Suites. He meets everybody there, like her coworkers, and Faith gets him his own room. Very smart, because remember, she's not ready to do anything schmexual anytime soon. She wants to take things very, very slow. She then takes him to the night market, and they get noodles, and he whips out his 40-question test. Are you freaking kidding me?
I made you a special test. It's the Faith test. It's only 40 questions.
What is that?
It's a written test.
Oh my God. I think this is assignment.
If anybody handed me that, like if a guy I went on a date with handed me that, I'd roll it up and shove it up my ass. No, I wouldn't shove it up my ass. Why am I shoving it up my ass? I'd shove it up his ass. Okay, so she reads the first questions. Name a bird. Are there snakes in every country? Where's somewhere you don't want to go? And she is so funny. She's so funny. She's like, first of all, she rips it up and she's like, bring it back to America with you.
Never mind. Just keep it up and back to US.
That was funny. And then her answers to the questions were funny. The question was, where's one place you don't want to go? She was like, hell.
Name a place you don't want to go. Hell. Describe a bird. Fly high, butterfly.
Isn't that funny? Get it? She's got jokes. And she's funny. She's very sweet. She's very funny. I freaking love her. We need to protect her. And I felt so bad because she was so nervous.
Yeah, when Lauren gave me, a girlfriend test, it's a crazy things. Describe what is a bird. It's like grade school and it's a kind of weird.
She mentioned how every single time that she got involved with a man, they treated her like trash or they dipped when they found out that she was trans. Lauren is very empathetic to Faith. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Lauren's like, listen, Faith, I get it. You can totally take your time, go as slow as you need, but I need an answer within 20 days, okay? And she's like, 20 days is not enough for me.
I want to take it slow because this is my first boyfriend. This is the first relationship that I have. So that's why my fear is I heartbroken.
And he goes, well, I need to know if we're going to be sexually compatible before I make a decision as to whether I'm moving here permanently or not. And she's like, moving here? What do you mean? I thought we were going to the States. She just kind of politely smiles it off. How is anybody going to tell their partner that they can take as long as they need, go as slow as you want, as long as it's within a certain time limit? The fuck? Okay, let's take a sharp left because I was watching this episode and there were commercial breaks. There were a lot of commercial breaks and there were trailers to the new season of Dancing with the Stars. And that trailer looked pretty lit. They used the watashi wa sta, watashi wa sta music, which I already forgot was a thing, but wasn't that such a good song? The lineup is pretty great this season. We have Phaedra Parks, which, oh my God, watching her slowly come back onto our TV screens has really been a great experience. She has been so entertaining on the Housewives Girls Trip. And then on Traitors, she was iconic. It almost made me forget the terrible shit she pulled on our girl Candy on Housewives of Atlanta. Remember what she did? I feel like what she pulled was like kind of unforgivable. But I find her so entertaining at the same time. Oh, my moral compass is somewhere hidden. Also, can we talk about Anna Delvey and how she literally is competing with a bedazzled ankle monitor? If you guys don't know who she is a con artist. She's a fraudster. She was super, like her story was super popular and she became famous off her story. Shonda Rhimes did a Netflix show called Inventing Anna, which was such a good series. I highly recommend. But yeah, she is competing on Dancing with the Stars with a bedazzled cursive A on her ankle monitor. Like, how crazy. Only in America would this happen. I also love that our bachelorette Jen is on, but damn, I hate how she's constantly an afterthought. They're like, oh, by the way, Jen, you can have this. Oh, by the way, Jen's our bachelorette. Oh, by the way, Jen, you can be on the next season of Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. And who else is on? I think it was Tori Spelling. Someone else. I don't remember the rest, but yeah. Am I going to watch the show? No, I'm not. But, well, maybe I will. I kind of want to see how far Anna Delvey goes. Oh, also, when the episode of Before the 90 ended, it went on to Pillow Talk, and I saw Ashley and her mom. I'm so happy that they're on. I really want them to come back again and again. I just love them so much. Now, do I love Miguel for Ashley? Not really. But also, we don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. We only know what they show us. And I do believe that, this is an unpopular opinion, by the way, I really do believe that Manuel really does. How many times did I say really? Really? Okay, so I really do believe that Manuel really loves Ashley, but he's just immature. Oh, also Patrick and John were also on Pillow Talk, and they were wearing these eye-blurring glasses so that they could get an idea of what it feels like for Chitty being blind. Yeah, only they would do that. Oh my God, not me recapping the recap show of the show we're watching. All right, I think that's it for the recap. Yeah, how'd you guys enjoy this episode? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye! Like the fact that... Oh, sorry, the potato filter doesn't want to get you. Hey, y'all! Okay, bye. My sister just wanted to say hi. Oh, my teeth are yellow! White strips. Crust white strips. Okay, let's do it when we go to DC.
My baby, I miss you too many nights. I miss your colorful lights. I think I love you too much. I miss your blueberry eyes.